for the regular season finale and the All-Star race. We have quite some groups with us here in North Wilkesboro. And here is SVG and Bubba Wallace, who advanced to the All-Star race through the All-Star Open. As we all know, Tyler Reddick, Brandon Jones, Ross Chastain, Eric Amarula, Justin Haley, AJ Allmendinger, Denny Hamlin, Daniel Suarez, Martin Truex Jr., and Ryan Blaney did not make it. But who, out of all these drivers, is going to win the All-Star race? Well, we are about to find out. As the first two groups are going to be drivers locked into the playoffs already. That means Group 1 is Brad Keselowski and Chase Briscoe. They're going to be starting off the All-Star race. So this is going to be like Las Vegas. We'll continue having groups and groups until we find out who out of two drivers going to make it into the final round. And which of those two drivers is going to make it to the end first and win? Oh! Brad Keselowski is going to flip upside down. He loses his hopes of winning in the All-Star race. Brad Keselowski is out. Heartbreak. And Chase Briscoe is going to advance to the next round. In group number 2, the other two drivers locked into the playoffs, Alex Bowman and Harrison Burton. Who out of these two is going to make it to the next round along with Briscoe? Bowman's going to lead lap number 1. Whoa, got on phone. Alex Bowman's going to lead lap number 2. Alex Bowman is going to make it to the next round. Harrison Burton's hopes are over. Harrison Burton, winner of Las Vegas earlier this morning, is out. And Alex Bowman is going to make it into the next round. Now the rest of the field is non-playoff drivers. And in the next row, we have Chase Elliott and Christopher Bell. I'm losing my voice box. Chase Elliott leads lap 1 and Christopher Bell is completely rammed into the camera. But did he make it? No. Y'all see his front poking out right here, meaning Christopher Bell is going to lose hope in the All-Star race. And Chase Elliott is going to make it to the next round. Chase Elliott on a roll. In the next row, we have Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Kevin Harvick in his last. All the drivers that are out, if they are playoff drivers, they probably don't have the drivers that are out. If they're playoff drivers, they're in the playoffs. If they're not, they have most likely lost their chance of being in the playoffs. But there is a possibility they are in the playoffs. But next round, Rick Stenhouse Jr. and Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick trying to make it into the playoffs for the first time and for the last time. Because this is his final year. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. knocks over the camera and leads lap number 1. And Ricky doesn't make it, but he beats Kevin Harvick. No, Harvick. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is going to make it to the next round. And poor Kevin Harvick has just, I don't know, but he probably just lost his chance of making it into the playoffs. In the next row, we have Carson Hocevar, No. John Hunter Nemechek and Kyle Busch. Who's gonna win? John Hunter Nemechek leads lap 1. Does Busch make it? Yes. He didn't pass the bottle, but he makes it out of the camera, making him make it to the next lap. Lap 2, Kyle Busch is gonna lead lap 2. And both of them are gonna make it. One more lap. Oh! Jimmy Johnson is going to, Carson Hocevar is going. Wait, no. I thought it was Carson Hocevar for a second. No. Well, let's see the replay of this finish. That is close. But Kyle Busch beats Carson Hocevar. Kyle Busch is going to make it to the next round, and Carson Hocevar's hopes are over. And the next round, we have Ty Gibbs and Chris Buescher. Oh, Ty Gibbs, who hits the camera, leads lap number 1. Tell me in the comments who y'all think is going to win. Ty Gibbs is going to lead lap 2. Ty Gibbs on a roll in the All-Star race. This is also the season finale, guys. And women, this is also the season finale. Chris Buescher finally is going to beat Ty Gibbs. He finally does it. Ty Gibbs' All-Star race hopes are over, and Ty Gibbs' playoff hopes are probably over. He is not going to make it, as Chris Buescher is going to make it to the next round. Or next session. In the next round, we have Ty Dillon and Connor Daly. Who is going to win it this time? Connor Daly leads lap 1, and Ty Dillon is not going to make it. Ty Dillon's hopes are over, and probably his playoff hopes are going to follow that. And Connor Daly, surprisingly, is going to make it to the next round in the All-Star race. Connor Daly is part-time. He's just driven every race besides Daytona so far. So the first 2 races of the playoffs, Connor Daly's not going to be in. The third he's going to be in. The last he's not. In the next row, we have Austin Dillon and Joey Logano. I think these two had a battle at Las Vegas. I don't know. But Austin Dillon didn't win Las Vegas. Can he win the All-Star race? Can he make it? Oh, Joey Logano's going to lead lap 1. Wait, no. Austin Dillon's going to lead lap 1, and both of them are going to make it out the camera. Lap 2. Logano's going to lead lap number 2. And both of them are going to make it. One last lap in group number, I don't know. Oh! Joey Logano beats Austin Dillon by barely anything. It's going to be Joey Logano to make it to the next round. And Austin Dillon's All-Star race hopes are over. And his playoff hopes are also might be over. Austin Cedric's playoff hopes are definitely over. And the next round, we have Corey LaJoie and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Dale Jr. leads lap number 1, beating Corey LaJoie. And did both of them make it to the end? Yes. Dale Jr. and Corey LaJoie are battling to it. Dale Jr. leads lap 1. Dale Jr. leads lap 2. Who is going to make it into the last round? Dale Jr. or Corey LaJoie? Dale Jr. is going to beat Corey LaJoie to it. Dale Jr. is going to make it into the next session. And Corey LaJoie's hopes at the All-Star race are over, and his playoff hopes could be over. Our Season 1 Michigan winner. Okay. In the next round, we have Zane Smith substituting Austin Cindric for the final time alongside Kyle Larson. Zane Smith is not going to make the playoffs, but he will get the $1,000, and so will Connor Daly if either of them win. Kyle Larson leads lap 1, and Zane Smith is going to follow him shortly. My legs are shaking from all this walking. Coming to lap. I defeated Zane Smith. On lap number 2, Kyle Larson and Zane Smith again. Kyle Larson leads it. And in a photo finish, Zane Smith is going to lead lap number 2. On to the final lap, Zane Smith, Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson is going to beat Zane Smith. I know, that's going to be a park for Larson. Well, not a park, but he's not going to get the win. Larson jumped the start, so it goes to Zane Smith. Larson thought he could do it, so he jumped the start, and that failed. He is not going to make it, and Zane Smith is going to have a chance. Ow. Got myself. In the next round, we have William Byron and Ryan Preece, who is going to make it into the next round. Nobody looking. Just going to make it into the next round. Byron. Oh! Both of them are going to flip at the end, but Byron beats Preece. So, Byron has a chance at the All-Star race. And Ryan Preece is going to lose hope. In the next round, we have Michael McDowell and Eric Jones, which I believe these two had a duel in Las Vegas. Michael McDowell leads lap 1. Does Eric Jones make it? Yes, he does. On to lap number 2. Eric Jones leads lap number 2. Michael McDowell is not going to make it. So Eric Jones has a chance in the All-Star race. And Michael McDowell's hopes are over. And, okay. So, the last round for the All-Star race is going to have an extra driver. So, every round is going to have 2 besides the final round until our next session. The final round is going to have 3 drivers because we only have 1 more session left. And we just filled in our last group, meaning that if whoever wins this one's only going to be alone. So, in the next round, the people who advanced from the All-Star Open, Bubba Wallace and Shane Van Gisbergen, they're going to battle to the finish instead of doing it with Ryan Blaney. And who is going to make it into the final round? Well, not the final round, but into the next round to have a chance in the All-Star race. Shane Van Gisbergen is going to lead lap number 1. Shane Van Gisbergen has been lucky all-Star Open. He's getting lucky in the race. Shane Van Gisbergen's going to lead lap number 2. And I accidentally set Wallace out on his roof, I think. One more lap. St. Van Gisbergen versus Bubba Wallace. Bubba Wallace is going to finally beat St. Van Gisbergen to the end. Bubba Wallace has a shot in the next round, and St. Van Gisbergen is going to be eliminated. St. Van Gisbergen loses hope in the All-Star race after being so strong in the All-Star Open. It's going to be Bubba Wallace and make it in to this last round. Now it's time for these groups to get out there. In the first group, playoff drivers Chase Briscoe and Alex Bowman. Who is going to make it to not the finish? It's the finish. I believe there is one more round after this, and then it's the final round. Alex Bowman leads left one. Did Briscoe make it upside down? He is upside down at the moment, and Briscoe's going to make it. But Bowman, playoff driver, Dover, winner leads lap one. And a photo finish. Bowman's going to lead lap number 2. And we're coming around to the final round. Who is going to have a shot at it? Chase Briscoe is going to beat Alex Bowman. Alex Bowman's going to flip onto his roof right at the camera. Alex Bowman loses hope in the All-Star race. And Chase Briscoe, my second favorite driver, is going to have hope in the All-Star race. All right, I need to fix this real quick. The board is going further and further down. Okay, it's not going to go back up in enough time. So we're just going to have to deal with that. If it falls, I'll find a way to pick it back up. But next round, we have Chase Elliott and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Y'all can go ahead and guess it. But I probably just jinxed it like I did last time. Because I believe it was the All-Star Open. Denny Hamlin and St. Van Gisbergen were fighting. Well, not fighting, but they were dueling together. And I said, y'all can already guess it before it started because it was Denny versus Zane. And y'all know Denny versus Zane. And I thought Denny was going to win it. But actually, it had been St. Van Gisbergen. So y'all can already guess it. And I mean by Chase Elliott. But I'd probably just jinxed it. It's probably going to be Ricky. I don't know. I like the sinking because I've been getting up. Chase Elliott, never mind. Whew. Stenhouse is going to lead lap 1, and Chase Elliott is going to lose hope. He's going to lose hope in the playoffs. He is going to lose hope at the All-Star race. He is probably not going to make the playoffs now. Chase Elliott did not make it, so Chase Elliott has probably just lost his chance in the playoffs. Chase Elliott probably just completely out of the playoffs now. In the next round, we have Dale Earnhardt Jr., part-time driver, Dale's basically a full-time, but Billy Pitbull's making a start out now. But Dale Jr. and Zane Smith are going to battle it for our next group. And then after that, it will be Kyle Busch and Chris Buescher. Finish, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going to lead lap number 1 over the 2 of Zane Smith. Where did the 2 of Zane Smith go? Right here. Dale Jr. is going to lead lap 2. These cars are dominating, and Dale's about to get a chance. Oh, but Dale's gonna flip and the board's gonna collapse. And that gives Zane Smith the chance. Poor Dale, but he is out. Zane Smith has a chance in the All-Star race. And Dale Earnhardt Jr. is gonna lose hope. Hey, he's not even gonna be in the playoffs, so he's not losing hope for the playoffs. Now that's done falling over. Let me fix this board. Cars have done torn up this board for the second time. Alright. We're ready to get back ramp racing. And in the next round, we have Kyle Buss and Chris Busser. Two Busses, but instead it's Busser. It's going to be Bus and Busser. So there's just Bus at the end of Bussy. Bussy. Busser. Oh boy, it's already collapsing. Chris Busser leaves lap 1 and the board is going to collapse again. You're serious right now? Well, at least Chris Busser led lap number 1. But the board, no! How many times is this board going to fall over today? I love you, Eli. I know. Eli, don't look my back. Crazy puppy. I don't know. Let's tap for next round. Busser's gonna leave that too and puts the camera up. This time, y'all are going to see my foot. My foot's gonna block the camera this time. Just kidding. They'll see me, ignore me, but Pussy is going to lead lap 2. Alright, one more lap. Please tell me nothing chaotic in this group is going to happen again. Chris Busser, Kyle Buss. Tell me Kyle Buss is going to make it. For Rowdy fans. And Kyle Buss is going to beat Chris Busser in the photo finish. I said it right. Kyle Buss is going to beat Chris Busser by hardly anything. Kyle Buss is going to make it to the next round. And Chris Busser loses hope. And I'm not going to show the cars this time because I'm too lazy to do it. And in the next round, we have Connor Daly and Joey Logano. Joey Logano, who had so much momentum at Las Vegas, but at the end flipped out. Is going to have another chance in the All-Star race. Connor Daly leads lap number 1, zooming while Joey Logano completely rams into the crowd of cars. Where'd Joey even go? Over here. And then, who was the other driver? It was Connor Daly. Where'd Connor go? He's behind my breakfast. My brunch. Round number 2 of Joey Daly. Connor Daly's going to lead lap 2. Connor Daly might have a chance of beating Joey Logano at it. Connor Daly about to get the chance. No! Joey Logano is going to beat him around the last time. Joey Logano beats Connor Daly. Connor Daly's hopes are over. And north of Wilksbero, Connor Daly, poor Daly, has such a great run and gets eliminated at the end. And Joey Logano is going to have a chance in the All-Star race. Back. And in the next round, it's 3 drivers. In this one, it is William Byron, Eric Jones, and All-Star Open driver of Bubba Wallace. Who of these 3 is going to make it into one of our final rounds? One. So I believe after this, Briscoe and Stenhouse are going to duel. Then Smith and Bush are going to duel. and Logano and whoever's going to win is going to duel. And then we'll only have 2 more rounds. So we're getting really close to the end of the All-Star race. And the All-Star race is going to decide who is going to make the playoffs. And who's going to win $1 million. 3 laps, 3 cars. Once again, as y'all know, Wallace leads lap 1, followed by Jones and Byron. Okay, I need to put these cars over here now that the space is empty because the cars won't stop getting rammed into. But it is Wallace followed by Jones and Byron leading lap number 1. Going on to lap number 2, it is Wallace, Jones, Byron. Wallace is going to lead lap 2, followed by Jones and Byron once again. And entering lap number 3, the last lap. Not the last lap of the race, but the last lap. And Jones is going to make it, shortly followed by Bubba Wallace and William Byron is going to lose hope. He just randomly stops in the back. William Byron is going to lose hope in the All-Star race. And Eric Jones beat Bubba Wallace. Being Jones makes it to the last round. He has a chance. And poor Bubba Wallace, the All-Star Open driver, is going to lose his chance. And now for the final sessions. Coming to our final sessions. I swear. All right, next row is Chase Briscoe and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Who is going to make it? And who? On. So there's going to be 3 drivers to round us out to the end of the All-Star race. Exciting. Stenhouse leads lap 1, and Briscoe's just going to ram into the camera. And Briscoe is going to still pass. But it's just going to be Stenhouse leading Briscoe this time. Briscoe's going to lead lap 2, and Stenhouse is just going to get stuck on the camera. But it's still going to make it. So this time it goes back to our normal row 1 grid of Briscoe leading. Come on, Briscoe. I know you got this. Come on, my favorite drivers. No! And a fellow finish. It was Ricky Stenhouse. No. Come on. Ricky Stenhouse. Yes, it's Ricky Stenhouse. Briscoe loses hope. Meaning all of the playoff drivers are going to lose hope. Boo-hoo. And, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is going to make it into the final session, so now he has a chance. And this time, I'm positive he has a chance at the All-Star race. In the next row, we have Kyle Busch and Zane Smith. Which one of these 2 drivers are going to have a chance at the All-Star race? Zane Smith leads lap 1. Zane Smith leads lap number 1. Zane Smith doesn't make it, but Kyle Busch does. So Kyle Busch is going to have a chance at the All-Star race as the board is going to fall. Kyle Busch has a chance in the All-Star race. Don't you look at me. Don't you dare look at me. Kyle Busch has a chance at the All-Star race. While I am sitting here sweating, Zane Smith is going to lose hope. One more round. And that is Joey Logano and Eric Jones to decide who is going to join Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Kyle Busch at a shot in the All-Star race. Joey Logano leads lap number 1. Now Joey Logano is going to fly through with a chance. It's going to be Joey Logano to lead lap number 2 and Eric Jones. Eric Jones is not going to make it across the water bottle, the phone, to Eric Jones, loses his hope at the All-Star race. And Joey Logano is going to join Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Kyle Busch at the playoffs and $1 million. And now it's time to decide who will make it into the playoffs and who is going to win $1 million today. All 3 of these drivers are not in the playoffs, so it's guaranteed somebody is going to make it. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Kyle Busch, and Joey Logano. Kyle Busch has been dominating all day. So has Stenhouse and Logano. Kyle Busch leads lap number 1, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is not going to make it. He loses hope, but I believe he's in the playoffs. But he is going to lose hope. On to lap number 2. It's Kyle Busch and Joey Logano. Left to remain. Lap 2 out of 3. Oh! Cheat! That was a cheat! Logano pushed into the wall. Busch didn't make it across the line, but that's a cheat. Meaning, Busch is still going to make it basically, and Logano is going to have to drop to the back because Logano had pushed Busch into that wall. One last round. Oh, it's Kyle Busch is going to win the All-Star race. Kyle Busch is in the playoffs. Woo! Kyle Busch is going to win $1 million in North Wilksbero. Kyle Busch in the playoffs for the first ever time in the Nascar Cup Series. He is going to get a win. Finally, his first career win, and it comes in the All-Star race. Now, let's see our 10 drivers who are in. I'm going to go ahead and grab the cars that are in. So, Busch, you can scoot aside. Go ahead and grab the cars that already are in. So, grab these 4, and then we're going to add Kyle Busch. So, only another 5. So that means we have William Byron, Bubba Wallace, Eric Jones, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and Chase Elliott are going to join us in the NASCAR Kinder Cup Series playoffs. So hope is lost for everybody else, but it is going to be Brad Keselowski, Harrison Burton, Alex Bowman, Chase Briscoe, Kyle Busch, William Byron, Bubba Wallace, Eric Jones, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and Chase Elliott. With a shot in the playoffs, they have a chance to win the championship. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see y'all rather tonight or tomorrow. Wait, no. No. Elliott is out of the playoffs. I told you guys wrong. Logano was supposed to be right here. Accidentally left his car out, meaning poor Elliott's not going to make the playoffs like he did IRL. And like he made it last year with that win, and he even won the championship. But this year, Elliott is going to suffer in pain like he did in real life. And with no wins yet, Chase Elliott is going to miss the playoffs. So the corrected playoff schedule for the NASCAR Killer Cup Series is Brad Keselowski, Harrison. They swap places. These people need to swap. So the correct schedule is Brad Keselowski, Chase Briscoe, Alex Bowman, Harrison Burton, Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, William Byron, Bubba Wallace, Eric Jones, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. are going to make the playoffs. So it's sad for everybody else who didn't make the playoffs, including Elliott. He almost did, but we noticed the malfunction. So everybody else is going to miss the playoffs. So I'm surprised Burton, Wallace, Jones, and Stenhouse made the playoffs. That's something I'm surprised about. So I'll see y'all guys from Darlington soon. Thank you guys for watching the All-Star Race. And Kyle Busch is going to win $1 billion.